Tá. Pronto. Okay, so I'm going to do an unboxing of the Kizer Cormorant. I just got that off a YouTube sale. Just closing each of the champ front flippers, which I'll show in 2 seconds. I didn't want to kill myself in the meantime. Okay, so sorry, I forgot to bring out my unboxing knife. Jason, hey. So, unboxing knife, the Excalibur 1 Boker with the Queen of the Ghoul Queen, I think, Ghoul Queen from Frank Frazetta. And let's see what the best way to open this sucker is without killing myself. Yeah, I hate these priority boxes. So now they have that. Melhor?
Thank you, my lord.
Okay. So here's the box. Wow, it's really wedged in there. Oh, it's kind of thrashed. Hold on. There we go. A little bit. He didn't put any packaging in there. Oh well. It's a little bit thrashed. There you see. Oh wait, I forgot my my solar globe. Oh well, it's on the ground. Okay, so a little slip here, and then the magnetic clasp. Hold on, turn this down. Okay, and then a little envelope with the paperwork in it, and then Kizer's pouch, which I'm disappointed. I never got the early generation of Kizer, which had those camo zipper pouches, which I think are better. However, these admittedly are way more portable, so you could kind of just slip this in your pocket even. So I guess in that regard, it might be better. So let's take a look. Here it is. Let's see it live. Now, apparently they're going to come out with another version of this that has other colorways besides this black and white, which looks pretty crappy. I think it would look amazing with like red, pink, green, blue. I think this black and white looks relatively awful, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if it's so amazing, maybe if those other colorways do come out, it'll be worth it. Okay, so here it is. A deep pocket clip, very deep pocket clip, as you can see. No recessed screws. Okay, so the clip itself is recessed into the G10, as you can see, but they don't have flattened top screws. So here's the first flip using the flipper. Fail. Okay. Pretty good action, yeah. Lighter than I expected. It's a pretty light D10, surprisingly. Let's check the front flipper. Oops, I'm so bad at front flipping. I'm also laying down. I'm so bad at front flipping. Anyway, oh well. Now let's see. Sim, botão. This is going to be with just the... Oh, look at that. It's got to be ball bearings. Yeah. Very smooth. Very smooth. And then spider flick. Very good. Very good. Okay. So let's see if we can... It's slightly small. Smaller than I expected. Let's see. Let's compare it to the Watu. almost identical. It's got maybe a quarter inch. Smock, Mordax, Solaris. Hi, Amanda. Oh, wow. I am really blowing the front flipper. Okay, well, I guess that helps to be right side up. Yeah, not bad at all. Oops. Ah, front flippers, I don't know. It might just be a fad that's going to blow over. I don't know. I don't think front flippers are all that great, to be honest.
Amor, por favor, bota o microfone.
Tá bom. Okay, so the 5 deployment methods. Number 1, flipper. Great. Number 2, thumb flick, either the back flipper, which doesn't work too good because the detent is too light, but front flipper for the thumb for the front flipper, which I can barely pull off, but that's me. Spider flick, middle finger flip, it's great. Thumb flick, oops, it's great. And then finally with the lock itself is great. So this is a great front flipper, but it doesn't have any other, because it's a frame lock, so it's only a front flipper, but it has great front flipping action. The Spyderco Watu has great Spidey flicking, great thumb flicking, which I just blew. And with just the compression lock, as you can see, it doesn't have good clearance. So once we get the CME, the compression made easy for that, it's going to be a much more awesome knife. But using just the lock, yeah, it works great. So it's missing just a flipper tab. Now, the Smock, I would say, is really up there. It's got this great, very similar to the new Cormorant. It's got just that corner, which I'm wondering if this might be the future of flippers. It should be, because it flips great. The chamfering is enough that there's literally zero uncomfortability on that. Unfortunately, this has a second detent ball to try and make it legal in more places. However, it decreases its fidgetability, so I am going to pull that off. It's not actually a button lock. It's technically a compression lock actuated by a button, but for all intents and purposes, it's a button lock. However, it's hard to deploy with that because of that second detent ball. So it takes quite a lot to get it to release with just that. What's interesting is it can be flipped really well with the thumb, as if it were a front flipper. So, and then of course, Spidey flick works great, thumb flick works great. So this is really up there in terms of champions of fidget factor. Of course, you've got your Mordax from Protech, which has that gorgeous blade shape. Generous front choil. Oops, ow. Keep doing that with this. Maybe not that generous, sorry, because I caught the end of it. Works great with the button lock, front flipper, and even with the thumb, you can flip it. So that has nearly all of them. Lastly, probably my favorite flipper, which disappeared in the mess. What did I do with it? Here's the Spyderco Ikuchi. I can't get it to flip with that. I've got to change that. Okay. Oh, hey, Monster. Okay, so oh yeah, and then there's the PM2, I forgot to feature that. So that obviously great Spidey flick, great thumb flick. Using just the lock, you can open it. No flipper, right? So obviously you're going to say, well, it doesn't need it, but there's something satisfying about front flipping. So that's why the Smock kind of takes the cake, because you can still do all of the Spidey stuff with the Spidey holes, but it also has that. You can even act like it's a front flipper, use the thumb, you know? So
Quem é essa Amanda?
não sei, eu não conheço nada de Amanda. Sério, eu sou sério, eu não sei porque ela fala isso. Okay, now here's a quick unboxing. Unfortunately, the wrapping has already been opened, but let's see. It's one of those dollar store things. Oops. It is these pencil top things. And I believe they're supposed to be glow in the dark. So let me see.
Olha só o que ela está escrevendo lá no chat. Dê uma olhada. Dá uma bloqueada nela para ela parar de escrever no chat.
There are always stalkers in the chat, I know. Reply to my Instagram message. I said something special? Okay.
Dá uma bloqueada que aí ela não
Tá bom.
ela não.
I only have a PM2, but I love it. Yeah, I'd love to get the Para 3 Messenger. Okay. Oh, good Lord.
Só clicar em cima do nome dela e você bloqueia ela, por favor.
Momento. Como faço isso? Tá bom. Bloqueei, tá?
Obrigada, amor.
Okay. Let me get my, without knocking over this screen. I don't know why I keep getting stalkers on my live streams. It's fucking ridiculous. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, this one certainly glows in the dark. Not very well, but hold on. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's probably too bright out here. It barely holds the charge. I'll have to try again at nighttime, but that one doesn't seem to glow at all. This one seems to glow for a couple seconds. Yeah, a couple seconds. Not very well. This one, pretty much nothing. Okay. So, well, there's that. Next. I got this from the Happy Meal. I believe this is in commemoration. Let's see, Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah, Jurassic World. Camp Cretaceous. Is there yet another Jurassic Park coming out? Which is strange. Okay, so it's got this little plastic egg thing. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. So it's got this little plastic egg. And then a T-Rex with no arms. This is from, I'm pretty sure this is a McDonald's Happy Meal. Oh my gosh, look. Woohoo! Okay, let's see. Any eye? There. Oops. Okay, well, anyway. Okay, so there's our new little mascots. If you guys watch William's Knife Life, he has little mascots too. Well, he has had in the past. Oh, here's the Solaris. This one has the flipper, thumb, middle finger, and then with the lock itself, the problem is with the thumb, it's a little bit hard to do. You know, see, it's easy to fail with the thumb. It might be an issue with the detent. Or me, you know. At any rate, it's not nearly as easy as the Smock. The Smock is very easy to do. I don't know why the Cormorant that's supposed to be doesn't quite work as well. It's supposed to be a front flipper. I'm just not that good at front flippers, let's face it. Okay. I mentioned this one in the last time, the Travel Clue version. It's the Christmas version. I got it like on discount at the supermarket for like $1 or $2. And I mentioned this for morale factor to have, in your go bag, if you have any kids around. And let's face it, even for ourselves, if we're in SHTF, we're in an emergency, and let's say I'm in an earthquake and we're stuck in a shelter, or if you guys are out in a hurricane or a tornado, and some shit is going down, you're just sitting there waiting. It might be there for a few days. Well, how do you keep morale? How do you keep morale high? Okay?
Eu gostei dessa caixinha, super fofa.
Sim, é de Natal. É uma versão da uma jogo antigo, mas existe ainda. Sim, e isso é muito legal. Okay, so let's see what's inside. So, well, there you go. Even without the box, so look, without this box, so I was even more correct than I suspected. Look, that travel version, that'll fit in your go bag. Takes up no space, very little weight. That's worth it. So you've got your. So they changed the murder weapons. I guess they use a scarf as a garrote, a hammer. That's a what you call that? A fruit cake, or what do you call that thing? A fruit. What do you call those things? For Christmas when you make the fruit pie or whatever it is, the fruit bread. What is that thing called? And then a candy cane, some bangles, and a rolling pin. So those are the murder weapons in this version. Oh, that's pretty nice. The game board, they got it real tiny, real nice and tiny. You guys will recognize the game board. Obviously, they changed it to the Christmas theme. Look at that. It's still on cardboard, so it's still usable. Then you've got your playing cards, which they reduced in size dramatically. So that's pretty cool. I'll go ahead and open this real quick. You guys remember this. See, these used in the regular game, these are regular playing card size. But so it's a rolling pin. Here we go. It's got everyone on there. So
tabuleiro? É tabuleiro?
É um jogo para resolver um assassino.
Ah, tá.
Conheço?
Sim. Já joguei. A gente joga aqui no Brasil, mas é solo.
Tem seis caracteres e seis objetos de assassinado e seis quartos no casa. E você precisa resolver qual pessoa, qual objeto e qual quarto.
Ah, entendi.
So they have this game in Brazil too. It looks as though these might be extras, because there's that blank one, and I wonder if that's meant to, I don't know if it's just an odd number, but I wonder if you're missing a card, you can make your own. Although it would become obvious because the backside is blank. So it would be more or less obvious what that is. So I doubt you really could. So looks like Pine Wreath, Plum Tart, Glitterberry, Joy Bell, Holly Spring, Custard Cake. Those are the 6 characters. So let's see. Bakery, Bookshop, Candy Works, Santa's Den, Wrapping Station, Reindeer Stable, Toy Workshop, Candy King, Fruit Cake. That's it. Fruit Cake. Hammer. Let's see. Oh, that's why it's odd number. Rolling pin, scarf, and bells. Okay. And there's supposed to be an envelope where you put the actual thing. So, sorry if this is boring. I mean, Jason, this would be good for your kids. Like when you guys are, I don't know if you guys do road trips, but this might work for them, you know. Although these days everything's digital, isn't it? You just put them in front of a tablet and they watch videos and stuff. But you know, board games are tactile. There's, I don't know. To me, there's no replacement. Okay, so that is incredibly small. That is not bad at all. I mean, that is really compact. However, no envelope. So, you remember, guys? It's supposed to have an envelope that you put. Make a suggestion. If you reach a location, I suggest. I accuse. Make an accusation. The first time you play, set it up. Okay, take the top set from each deck and place the cards in the sleigh room in the center of the board. Oh. So there used to be an envelope. That always made the reveal much more fun, I thought. So let's see. Is it labeled as sleigh room? Yeah, it is. It's a sleigh room. So you're just supposed to lay them in the center. It was always more fun with the envelope, and then you open the envelope to see who the winner is. So I mean, maybe you could cover it with that blank card. You know, I don't know. Anyway, so. So that's a pretty compact little package there. You know, if you lose the die, I think you can use a smartphone with an app that has dies, I'm sure. And then you can put all of it in this little package here. So anyway, so there's that. Here's our dino egg. I don't know. Can you put bandages in there? I mean, it's got these little holes in it, so I don't know how well it would actually hold any water or anything. Okay. Let's see. 1 minute. How's it going? It is small, portable. Yeah, 1 minute. I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about how oh, you love cake like that? Soja chocolate. Dude, me and my little girl always play board games. Well, there you go. I mean, I'm telling you, these little portable versions would be great for road trips. I love board games, you know? Oh, thanks. You gotta go 1 minute? Yeah. I was just talking about morale factor in survival situations. I just think that they're highly underrated. That I think we should always pack a deck of playing cards. That's why, you know, Maxpedition has tactical playing cards. What they did is they take the shine off of it. They're matte, and so they don't reflect any light. So they're tactical cards. Likewise, getting ready to play. No way, bro. I need to. Are you on Instagram? I got to. I'm trying to play D&D weekly. Should always have cards. Have several with survival stuff. Plants? I don't know what you mean by plants. Plans? But that's cool. Bro, I really want to play D&D. I don't know if you guys let beginners play. Plant identification. I don't know what. Oh, plant identification. Yeah, of course. You know, I even have an app, but you know, apps may not work in a survival situation. 1 minute. Are you in Orange County? Am I getting confused? I thought so. Knots. Yeah, I have the knots thing right up there. I need to learn more. However, I used to know fisherman's knots when I was a kid, but I've since forgotten them. Let's see. I could do this unboxing if you guys want. I got one of these things at Ross. I mean, I get these things like so cheap, but I was thinking I'm going to open it up to see if I can organize knives into it and put it underneath. What the hell, man?
What's the thing?
It's just popping off.
Isso que você mostra.
Não sei, então. Um, I love these kinds of foam things. Oh, wow. That's a lot of stuff in there. Let's see. Suction. There we go. Overcome the suction. And, oh, it's upside down. Great. Let's see. What's all that stuff moving around in there? There we go. Oh, those are probably dividers? Or are they legs? Okay, so that's what the organization looks like. I could definitely put knives and stuff in there.
Ah, isso é uma caixa de organizador de facas?
Sim. Okay, so these are legs, in fact. So that's even better. PM2. Oh, wow, that's slicey. I mean, I know it's just a plastic bag, but that is slicey as nothing. God, you know, I was trying to be a Spyderco hater, but they really do make some awesome ass knives. I have to admit, I didn't want to. I wanted to be a Benchmade hater. I wanted to be a Spyderco hater. I wanted to be a Cold Steel hater. And the first Spyderco I got, which was a Tenacious, I hated it. So I was like, yeah, they suck. Then the first Cold Steel I got was a ProLite, and it sucked. But then as I got my second Spyderco and my second Cold Steel, I was like, okay, yeah, they're awesome. Benchmade, my first Benchmade, I just liked it right off the bat, and I was like, yeah, they're awesome. They're not overrated. They're freaking awesome. So, are they still overpriced? Yeah, they're still overpriced. But I get why they can, because they do make superior stuff. They charge more than they ought, but it's definitely a butterfly tax, definitely a Spidey hole tax. Cold Steel is pretty well priced, you know, but then again, they make stuff overseas, so there's that. Okay, so, oops, goes this way. This way. So, okay. So that's that. And if there's nothing else, I think that's it. How long has it been already? 30 minutes. I'm trying to get these things down to like at least 20 minutes. Goondogs! Okay, hold on. I still gotta say something. Damn it. Okay, Spyderco slicey for sure, right? Protech and Microtech too, but damn, yeah. Protech and Microtech are a little over the top expensive. I mean, they're really, 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 really overpriced. But then again, they are 100% made in the USA. And they make such small batches, and they don't seem like they want to grow. I think they'd rather stay small and expensive rather than expand production and, you know, lower price, which is just, it's a business model. To be honest, it's a business model I personally prefer as well. I just as well charge more and have less product. So, let's see if I can catch up on these messages. These glasses suck. Oh, I see. With as far as GD, we're mid-campaign at the moment. Been going a year and a half on roll 20. Yeah, I got the Yakuza from. Oh, I'm in Texas. Oh, okay. Who knows how things will go in the future? Okay. Well, I mean, I'd have to be remote because I'm in California. Well, obviously, I'm in Hollywood. I'm not in Texas. I don't know if you guys roll that way. Protech and Microtech. Don't be a hater. What on those companies? Yeah, no. I am a hater. I am not a big fan of the Tenacious. Oh God, they're awful. There are better knives for that $50 price. 100%. Tenacious is yesterday's budget knife. It really is. Um, it's my centering is off. The action is so. It's a lino lock. It's I was just like, I thought this was supposed to be a dope knife, and it just is really badly overrated. That monster didn't used to be much. Neither are near as bad as the James Brand tax. Oh well, the James Brand thing, they're really just trying to be like a hipster knife company, so they just have a totally different approach to their marketing plan. So I mean, it's a tax, but it's also just they want to be at a high price point period, regardless of what their tax may or may not be. They just that's what they're going for. Um, yep, up there, James Brand are for hipsters. Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly what I said. I agree. Beatniks, yeah. Well, then again, I was a hipster before there was a name for it. You know, I don't think I qualify as a hipster anymore. Though. I don't know. Maybe I'm too old. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, I gotta fix the centering on this. This centering is way off now. It's literally rubbing now. So it's probably just I need to probably tighten. Yeah, there's some wiggle in there. I need to tighten that pivot. I'm gonna switch the clip around too. I was thinking about doing it on a live stream. It might be incredibly boring, but I thought I might anyway. Just and to show people how to center. Um, I use the method that Slicey talks about. You stick pieces of cardboard, cards or whatever, like that. You get it all the way over to the other side. As a matter of fact, where's my tool? I'm always misplacing my tools. What's new, huh? Oh yeah, here's the Kizer tool. I'll use this one. Hopefully it has the right hexes. So have you guys seen the Kizer pig? It has these two tools. Let's see. Yeah, it's an 8. It's a hex 8. So let's go ahead and tighten it up a little bit. Maybe more. Maybe more. Okay. Nope, not centered still. Let's see if there's still definitely wiggle. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to tighten it a lot more. I'm gonna loosen it all the way up and then tighten it up because that's really the metal complex method is you actually loosen it up all the way. And then these are probably T6. Yep, T6. Let's loosen it off. Okay, I'm going to loosen these off first. I don't remember this boger being off center when I first got it, so I'm hoping this should fix it because I don't think it was a problem from the beginning. I don't think. Okay. Okay, so I've loosened off every pivot, every screw, and then I'm gonna tighten this up. I gotta be careful not to scratch this aluminum, this beautiful aluminum. Yeah, I keep scratching it. Ah! Okay, I officially scratched it. I don't like this tool. Obviously, it's kind of awkward to use.
Oh,
Okay, now I can't get the cardboard out at all. Great. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see if it even closes. Ah, it's too tight. Okay, well, now it's too far over, which is probably good because as I loosen it, it should fix itself. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. That's better. So I think I could probably afford to loosen it up a little bit more because see now the centering is too far over. I do like it drop shutty, so I want it as loose as possible. Oh yeah, now that feels good. And yeah, it's basically it's pretty much right on now. Yeah, see? There we go. It's drop shutty. Perfect. Okay, so that goes to show you that method. It doesn't always work. It didn't work on my Tenacious. That's awful. It's using the regular Phillips head.
botou uma grade na minha exame.
Okay. Okay.
Tem uma grade na frente da câmera.
Ah, sim. That is satisfying. That is really satisfying. Yeah, that's really satisfying, guys. And then, of course, I'm going to switch that to tip down. But it's got those Phillips, which I think I might need to use eyeglass screwdrivers, which I do have. I'm going to have to grab it. Yes, I like scratches equals character. Shut up, Jason. It's not funny. Don't tease me. Don't tease me, bro. Look at that. There's a scratch right there. You can see. See, I can feel it with my nail. I don't know if you can see it. Because this is beautiful. I mean, it's mine now. Yeah, centering's good. Okay, that's what kind of looks like a Boker. Yeah, the this Boker. Yeah, this is the Boker Excalibur 1. Centering is off. Definitely a pet peeve of mine. Yeah, I can't get over bad centering because it's just sort of an OCD thing. If you guys want to see, I'll just show you my Tenacious. Look at that. It's practically rubbing. I mean, look how bad that centering is. And I have fucked with it and fucked with it and fucked with it. And I can't get it to fix, you know? And yes, I did do the zip tie mod because this was one of my very first EDC knives. And, waving is what's important to me at the time. That was like my primary thing. I still like it. I will always prefer a wave over not wave, which is why I like cold steels. Not that I'll EDC a cold steel. I did used to, though. When I was picking up cash, I'd always carry my Black Talon 2 and practiced waving it. So, I mean, this is barely not touching. As you can see, there's wear on the clip. So I did EDC this, and it was my first Spyderco, and I was just like, yeah, unimpressed. I did learn to Spidey flick off of it though. So it's a step up knife, but nothing. Well, not nothing beats the Solaris. I'm telling you guys, if you missed out on the Solaris, wait for the sequel, because I'm telling you, this knife is so fidget friendly, is just awesome. And then, can you hear that? Can you hear that? I forgot what you call those things, is loose, so I might have to tighten that. I think it might be a little off. Probably T8. Still there.
O que é isso que você faz? Você tá apertando?
I don't know how to fix that, guys. Anyone that knows how to fix that? See, it's a lot less drop sheddy now. I like it super drop sheddy. If anyone knows how to fix that. I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's driving me crazy. I'm going to have to contact Blade Banner, see if it's part of the way the knife is designed, or... Can you hear that? So I might need to consider this the new king of flippers. I don't know if it's quite as satisfying. It's much lighter. This feels more solid. So I guess I'm still going to have to decide. Let's see how the centering is. Centering is right on. Kizer, they really do make great knives. However, I'm over liner locks and frame locks, so I haven't really gotten any Kizers. I have the Kizer Feist, which I want to trade. I'm supposed to trade Danny from these knives. Is the pivot collar making the noise? That's what I thought it was, but right now I'm holding the pivot collar, and it's still making it. At first I was certain. Last night I thought for sure that's what it was, but see, I'm holding it tight. It's inside there somewhere, so I'm not sure what it is. Winchester.
Winchester. Ai, adoro biscoito de Winchester.
Some home has covered it, but remember. That's what I did. It's a
você faz ali com aquele negocinho? Você tá
Send it to David, he'll fix the rattle. Oh, okay. Have you tried Snaggletooth? I have a Rat 2 with a Snaggletooth, and it weighs very well. They make Snaggletooth for Rat 2s? I don't even have a Rat 2. I just have a Rat 1. I really want the Rat 2, though. I don't have any Snaggletooth. They just seem a little pricey for a little piece of G10. I want to honor their intellectual property, but I kind of would want like a knockoff of it. Yeah. Centering is perfect and drop shitty as heck. Yeah, I'm telling you, I love that Excalibur. I was just riding that Excalibur. So it's a bad idea. I might have too easy to slip out of. Yeah. Okay.
Amo, me explica.
Centering is perfect. Favorite knife won't take it out of your hand. Have you tried it, Snaggletooth? So yeah, I want to get the Snaggletooth for. I guess they make it. I mean, originally it was made for the Cold Steels, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. That was their original ones, and I would love to get it for all of my Cold Steels that don't have the thumb disc. A lot of Cold Steels already have the thumb disc, so obviously the thumb disc allows you to wave it. Okay, yeah, I have to contact David and find out about that. I kind of don't like it tighter. I liked it right where it was. I feel like he tuned each of these individually because they were perfectly tuned. I mean, the only downsides, it's a little blocky. Obviously, I love like sort of the 3D contouring. It is chamfered, so it's not rough anywhere, but it does feel very kind of blocky and kind of thick and clunky. That's the one drawback for me. Not even a drawback, actually. Just something to note. But otherwise, the fidget factor on this, I swear he nailed it. So I didn't know the rattle in this thing was something. I have to disassemble it anyway in order to put on the other. He sent me 2 other sets of scales: the carbon fiber and the shit. I need to find that box. I don't know. I don't remember where I put the Solaris box. Carbon fiber, and I think was there a red G10 or was there? What's the other one? He needs my Carta. That would be super dope. I won the rat with Snaggletooth in a raffle. No way. Was it in that huge, gigantic raffle that you won that had like the 72 knives in it? I wish you'd do a video on all the stuff you won from that because I got to go back and watch what that huge prize package was. They had those 3 huge raffle prizes, which were awesome. So the Mordax, what they do is they recess the button, which is for safety. I wonder if it slightly brings down the fidget factor on it and the fact that it only has the one, well, I guess 2 if you use the thumb, right? It's a bit heavy to do with the thumb sometimes. So, yeah, there's nothing here, and they have room for it. Although adding thumb studs wouldn't help because that would get in the cutting path or somewhat. Obviously, a Spidey hole would be frigging perfect. I like the fact that this is not a recessed button. Is there a risk of depressing it? Kinda. But I tried doing it. I really had to go out of my way to do it. I don't know if it is or isn't easy to accidentally press that. So there's that. So once again, Kizer Cormorant. I'll cut it short here if there isn't anything else. How many knives? Wait, what? Which raffle is that? Yeah. Scott Big Board. Yeah. I think was it the Big Board? When are you gonna show us all your knives? Bro, I haven't forgotten. I keep thinking about it. Honestly, just pulling them all out itself is going to be a big chore. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major locations where they are. And by 6, I mean types. So I have my drawers, like, those plastic pull-out drawers. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 over here where I've got knives. I've got these carry-all cases. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 of them over here. And then I've got those those under the bed pull-out bins. I've got 2 of those. And then I've got my knife rolls that hang from the door, the back of the door, those. So, I mean, and then I've got, these Pelican type cases that have so, oh, shoot. And then I have them in these carry-out trays. So just collecting them together itself is going to be a chore, So what I could do at one point is before I pull them all out, I'll just pile them all in a big pile and show you, like, look, it's going to be hard to do the whole collection. It's going to be really hard. I know, dude. I've got problems. I need to sell them because I spent way too much money on them. So I'm just going to have to, do a video and review and then just sell all of them because I need that money back. I got problems, bro. I got serious knife addiction problems. It's not a joke. I spent money I shouldn't have. And now I can't do anything else. And that's why I hit the food banks. Well, I mean, I just don't want to spend money on food anyway. I mean, I have been, but I want to get more knives.
Amor, você não me explica nada.
Honestly, if I were to guesstimate...
Você não entende o que eu falo?
Sim, eles perguntam sobre minha coleção de facas, né?
Mas não era isso.
Sim, e antes eu falando sobre os problemas com minha faca, são Solaris.
Ela tá com problema?
Olha, escuta.
Sim.
If I had to guesstimate, I mean, I remember a while ago I exceeded 100, and then I started suspecting I'm closing in on 200. It scares me to think that I might be closing in on 300 now. I hate to think that's true. I really hate to think that's true. But I really don't want to count. I will though. I almost just don't want to know because there's still a few more I wanted to get. This I can finally tick off my list because this is one. When this came out, I realized I cannot stop buying knives until I get this. The others I still want to get, of course, as you know, I want the Espada XL for pure ridiculous factor. So I still need that. I need to get the 20.5, the Demco, the 80 20.5. I have to get that. I want the Para 3 and the Ontario Rat 2. So those I still need to get. Excuse me. And I kind of want the new Cold Steel, the mini Leatherman and the the oil boom, those mini fixed blades. I kind of want those too. So those are cool. What else? I think those are the major ones that I still need. Okay, I will check it out after this thing. I sent the link to you in one bundle and read the description. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's high on my list. It's the highest. I mean, I don't think I'll be able to get my hands on it because I believe they were pre-orders and I think they're already sold out. So next time it comes up for pre-order, I'm just going to put the money down because I have to have it. I can't live without having it. It's necessary. I gotta try that shark lock. I gotta try it, and then I can die happy. I'm increasingly coming to that point where I've reached the point where I kind of know what I like, so I think I can slow down. I realize I may end up at that point from the beginning, but I wanted to actually reach that, where in the end, we don't really want the cheap knives. We really just want a few good ones. That may be the case, but there really was truly an inherent enjoyment in just the collecting of knives as well. And I still won't deny the fidget factor of all those M-Tech button knives that I've got. A lot of them aren't that great, but a couple of them are pretty good. And certainly value-wise, they're 100% there. So I can't keep stressing enough. If you guys want a button knife, a great fidget knife, and you don't want to pay, $100+ or $80 or 200+, then I mean, you've got to get these M-Tech button knives. They're just good, and they're good beaters and good users. So I heard chatter of 20.5. I thought it was a joke. Goondogs, listen, I thought it was a joke at first too. I was like, why do people keep talking about 20.5? I'm like, whatever. Are they? I thought what they were doing is trying to urge there to be a 20.5, but it looks like they had announced that they were going to do it. And in fact, then at some point they put out some sort of video saying that, discussing like how they were looking to do a production of 20, and so they came up with the 20.5. So, yeah, I'm somewhere between. So many knives. I will be a while until I can buy. I have some medical stuff to take care of. Oh crap, medical stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah, hey, that's why we need a single payer. I've lived in single payer countries. Trust me, it's great. It's just like Medicare. Medicare, yeah, and Medicare is the highest rated medical system we have in this country. Nearly all people on Medicare are extremely satisfied with it. And that's what we call a single payer. Hey, it's good enough for Congress. Congress has a single payer healthcare plan. They're in the pocket of private insurance. Private insurance healthcare is illegal in most countries for good reason, because it's their job to kill you. It's their job. It's the job of bureaucrats to find a nitpick to deny you healthcare. I mean, that's a death panel. So, I was going to ask how you are feeling, but didn't want to bring it up. Yeah, hope you're feeling better, dude. That just sucks. I have to go Monday to have them do a scope on my esophagus to check for ulcer or cancer. Nervous right now. Okay, are you drinking beer or coffee? Sometimes part of the problem is sometimes acid reflux is not always caused by an overproduction of acid, but what they don't tell you is oftentimes it's also caused by an underproduction of acid. So be wary of them telling you, oh, don't worry, just take, what are those tabs? Those Bismol, whatever, not Pepto-Bismol, but those antacids. That might be covering over deeper symptoms. Obviously, cut out greasy foods, things like that. Because, my dad did the same thing. He ate antacids his whole life, and I think he might have been misdiagnosed and have underproductive acid rather than overproductive. Although if you eat greasy foods, it's more likely overproductive. So what's up with Hawaiian Knife and Gear? What's happening? Really? Hawaiian Knife and Gear? Oh, here. Found all the cool people. Stop it. So yeah, 25-30 knives is more than a knife. I mean, with 25 to 30 knives, especially if you've really chosen good ones, what other need is there? I mean, you will never run out of blade edge. That's the other thing too, is I'm never going to really have to sharpen because I have so many knives. How am I ever going to blunt any of them? Especially as urban as I am. I use it purely for packaging, for opening plastic bags. I mean, I would never. I could use my 3CR13 exclusively. My CRKT PEC. That tiny little knife. I could use that exclusively and not even need to sharpen that sucker. Let alone I have like S35 and 20 CV. I mean, it's totally overkill. I mean, it's so ludicrous. I mean, I literally will never need more. I'll show you the pack that I have. Okay. So here's the CRKT pack, right? It's meant to be a money clip knife, right? Or even just a keychain knife, right? See that? And it's got that clip there, and oh, it's hard to open. It's so small. So there you go. Nice little Warncliffe. Okay. I cannot think, except for one occasion, where this wouldn't be all the knife I need. Because all I ever do is open packaging. Now, the one time I needed to use serrations on my cheap Brownie micarta knife, obviously this wouldn't have even sort of cut it because I had to cut off a palm frond. In that case, I needed the serrations. But other than that, I mean, in an urban setting, cutting open boxes, packaging, cardboard, this is 3CR13. Tell me what this wouldn't cut with the factory edge. That factory edge is nice. It's toothy. I can feel it. I haven't drank alcohol in 20 plus years. Congratulations, having pain when I swallow food. Oh, yeah, that's right. Of course. I forgot that you don't drink. Forgot about that. Having pain when I swallow food. Okay. I had esophagitis, but then again, that was from drinking. And it hurt to swallow food. So, yeah, go ahead and have that, whatever, endoscopy, whatever they call that. And, I mean, best of luck. And I can't believe you have to pay for that. You know, dirty little secret, guys. Let me tell you something about longevity and healthcare that they don't tell you. There's all these ludicrous studies where they're like, let's study the Mediterranean diet. Why do they live so long? Let's study the Japanese diet. Why do they live so long? And the most ludicrous of these is we should drink more wine. Look at the French. They have very low rates of heart disease, and they eat butter and, you know, croissant and wine, and they have a terrible diet, and they live for, they have a very low rate of heart disease. Well, guess what? Every time you name one of these places, they want to pretend like it's a part of their diet. How about it's a function of their healthcare system? In Japan, it's not their diet. They are required to have medical checkup twice a year. Not once, not annual medical checkup, twice a year. In France, they have a very robust single-payer healthcare system, okay, where you get rewarded for having good health outcomes. I can't remember exactly how they do it, but basically doctors get rewarded for basically not having patients. So when you want to talk about longevity, like, oh, we need to drink more wine. No, you need to have twice a year medical checkups. And we don't do that because we have to pay for ours, which is ridiculous. So once again, we need single payer. It's a very obvious thing. You know, nobody should die because they're poor. I had one of these years ago. So what was it, Monster? Did you lose it because it's so small, or did you just get rid of it, or
No.
gonna be about $3,000. 33 out of pocket, 9,000 from my Dang. Again, it's I could go on a rant, but to pay that much for a surgery, it's just, again, like I said, in most civilized countries, the notion of private insurance companies is illegal for good reason, for obvious reasons. Because there's, a financial incentive to kill you, which there is now. Really? There was a fixed blade peck? I have the fixed blade side hog, the first version of it. I didn't know there was a fixed blade pack. Dang, now I want it. Well, if it bit you bad, aren't you supposed to keep it? Because it's supposed to be your knife at that point. This is a bitch to open, though, one-handed. It's just too small. I know that they have the Kiss, which is slightly larger. I'm debating on getting it. I don't know. I might get it because that's another thing I collect. I'll also do a video on types of knives I collect, because basically I collect money clip knives. That's one of my little niches. Obviously button locks, non-benchmade axis locks, just basically anything fidget friendly. Mini fixed blades is one part of my thing. What else? What other little gimmicky thing? Keychain knives, mini knives, micro knives. That's kind of like my niche. So thank you, Jason. That's the big one. Pink knives, of course. Neck pack. I didn't know that. That's cool. Yeah, neck knives. That's another thing. Super budget, very small neck knives, because neck knives are essentially small knives, and I like collecting ludicrously, stupidly big knives like cold steel, and and ludicrously small knives. My favorite neck knife right now is the CRKT Ruger I think it's the carbine. Yeah, carbine. Look at that blade shape. And it's got these great, I'm almost positive these are G10. You know what? Maybe they're not G10. I wish I had better glasses. Oh, I don't think they are G10. But you know what? I don't know if you can see the texture. CRKT, as you know from like the CEO, they really are the master of FRN, GRN. They do such a good job with it and give it such a great texture. They make it look higher end. They make it look, before I got the CEO, I had assumed this was at least a carbon fiber laminate, but they just do a fantastic job. They really are the kings of GRN, FRN. So as you can see, it's got that great texture. It looks nice. And I like shadow boxing. I think it looks cool. I don't know if they're tricking us into using less material, but aesthetically it's pleasing. As you can see, it's got a great 3 grip with the lanyard. It's got that perfect fourth finger there. It's just the perfect size. You can see that nice grind. See, they have that nice grind. Beautiful drop point. I'm a drop point guy, just so you know. I'm boring. A little bit of rattle. Well, there's a rattle, period. Instead of a ball and chain, though, they give you this nice paracord with these sort of breakaway things. I EDC this quite a lot. This is one of my primary EDC. Same blade shape, stabbed it straight into my bone of my knuckle. That is a lot of fun. Yeah, and update is no update. I can't. You see that? That's as far as I can go. It won't go further. See, I'm practically double jointed. I can get it like 90 degrees. Oh wait, if you can see. I mean, I can get it very far down, as you can see. That's it. I can't. It won't move. So I might have to get a follow-up surgery. So there's that. It's fun, guys, but I just don't want to go for too. Oh, it's over an hour already. If there's not anything else, yeah, now I'm gonna have to look into that. The neck pack, fixed blade. I think I want it now. I think I want it now. No, I know I want it now. I'll show you guys my side hog again. What on earth? Oh, there's different colors of each of the animals. I don't know if you can read that. These glow-in-the-dark little animals. Stuff doesn't heal when we get old. Check out Schrade SCHF 13 Mini. Man, what are you trying to do to me? Oh, okay, fine. SCH. So I know the Schrade system is always SCH, and then F is their fixed blade stuff. I know that. The 13. I know the SCHF 10 is a big knife. I carried a CRKT Civet Bowie Minimalist neck knife for a long time. I loved it. Now it is impossible to find because he just gave one away. It had the handle without the finger cutouts. Really? I didn't know that. Civet Bowie. Yeah, I know they had a bunch of unusual ones. Hey, Danny. Yo, when are you going to come out? Come visit. Look, my newest, the Cormorant. It's a Fidget King. I can't do the front flipper. And then with the button lock, it works nice. Spidey flickable. It's sweet. Full size 13 is awesome too. Really opened hundreds of coconuts with it. Whoa. Reminder, Nebucloud goes live in an hour and a half. Oh, is that his regular thing on Wednesdays? It's going to be on too. Okay. Thanks, guys. So Monster Racing is pointing out that Nebucloud goes live in an hour and a half, which is 4:30. Oh, okay. So 4:30 Pacific time. It's going to be Nebucloud's regular thing. I should program that in. We had a lot of fun in that last one. Cool. Soon for sure. Okay. Yeah, I got something for you too, D. I've got. Okay, yeah. I gotta find it. Is that Alex? Hey, Alex. I got the Buck 112. The Buck, yeah, 112 Ranger Slim. Yeah. I'm not that into backlogs right now. In terms of backlogs, I don't even have the Delica because I just don't like backlogs. But I love the Cold Steel backlogs because their action is so good that it's drop shutty even though it has a backlog. I don't know if Bucks are drop shutty at all. They're good knives though. Outdoor Edge. Oh, you got the Duck, the mini fixed blade. Yeah, I want to get that. I look forward to seeing that on your video. I have a Delica with acid edge blade and backlog. Yeah, that's your best knife. I think you said you were going to EDC that on your birthday. I don't know if you did or not. So hopefully you did because that acid edge Delica is sweet. I've been planning on getting the glow in the dark Zomi Delica for $100, but I think I might get the Endura instead. And they're pretty much out of stock everywhere. I think there was like one place left that had it. So I might have to double down and get that. I need to bill my client and get paid. I better do that. I'm going to do that today, as a matter of fact. In fact, I'm going to get paid today, and I'm going to get that Zomi today because I better hurry up and grab it before it disappears. The last time I mentioned the Excalibur, I don't remember. I think it was Goondocks or somebody ordered it, and that must have been the last one because I announced it on my live stream. There's only like 3 people ever that listen to these live streams, and I go on there to get another. I wanted to get a second Excalibur, the Frazetto one, because I wanted to just keep one in the box and never touch it. And it's like one of my absolute favorite knives right now, just because it's got great action, and really because it's just it's a booby knife. How could you not? I mean, it's like mixing our favorite things as guys, boobies and knives, and now it disappeared. I don't know where I put it. I don't know. It's here somewhere. I think I'm sitting on it. Yeah, I'm sitting on it. What's not to like? I mean, I've seen that painting since I was a kid, Frazetto was huge when I was a kid in the 80s because, fantasy books were big back then and all that. Let's see. Love the, yeah. You got the CF one today? I saw your Delica collection, I think last week. And yeah, you were saying that you love the Delica. That is one of your favorite knives. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Not a big acid edge fan. Have a BJ Hill custom mini grip that has an acid edge blade. Show us when it arrives. Got a police model. You got a Spyderco police? Really? Scout carry too? That's cool. Oh, he got the Also Sweet. Yeah, the Also Sweet is, I believe, is a spring assisted. It's a Walmart. It's a budget, and it's one of the ones that Birdshot IV really likes. And a knife. I'll show on my channel. It's a brand that started in 1959. I don't know the name of the brand. We'll check it out. 1959. Yeah, it's pretty old. I mean, that's when the Buck 110 came out, right around, I think, the 50s. I mean, that action is so sweet. Yeah, see, I fixed the centering. That was an easy fix. Except not that easy. I scratched the friggin' thing. I don't know. Can you guys see that? There's a tiny little nick. Got to get back to work, but always good to catch your street. Yeah, thanks a lot, Hawaii. Thanks for checking us out. It must be still early over there. What? It's 3 Pacific. It's probably late morning, right? It's probably just barely noon, right? That's got to suck if you're doing business with New York. I remember having a job, having to call New York ass early in the morning. Hated that. Being in New York is a huge benefit. Noon. Okay, so I see. Yeah, I got a friend I chat with out there in Hawaii sometime. I don't have to go out there and visit. Okay. If there isn't anything else, guys, I should shut this down. I actually got to get to work right now. I got to go see a client. I'm like definitely lollygagging over here. I'm so anal. I want to actually line this up. Oh, I see. Maybe not. I thought these were like perfect halves of one hole. Perhaps it isn't. Olha, Elza Soares. Olha, Elza Soares.
Ah, sim. Sim.
Ela mora em Porto Seguro ou não?
Não, quem mora em Porto Seguro é o Barra Malho.
Ah, é o Barra Malho. Isso é na Barra Malho?
Agora é Elza Soares e Elba Ramalho, sim.
Okay, so this singer right here, Elba Ramalho.
Trancoso.
Ah, Trancoso. She lives in Trancoso, which is right next to Porto Seguro. So she's seen around her house. Very famous singer. Well, we just missed it. But anyway. Oh, well, there she is.
Não tá saindo a música do vídeo.
Yeah, there she is. Very famous singer. So she's their local celebrity out there in Bahia. Anyway. Okay. Okay. Have a great day, everyone. Me too. Okay, yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And yeah, it's well over an hour. I'm really trying not to do these for too long. All right, yo. Peace. Thanks, Danny, for tuning in. And yeah, I still got to catch up with your videos. I'm like way behind on videos. I just don't have time. And that's why I upload so infrequently, too. I just never have time. Either that or I'm fighting. So, okay. All right, guys. See you later. Fala, tchau.
Bye, my friend.
E jogo de bunda também. Jogo, mexe.
Amor, para.
Jogo de bunda. Jogo de bunda. Jogo.
Eu tô sem calcinha, amor, para.
Ah, tá. All right. Bye, guys. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing better. Jason, good luck. Monster, all you guys, man.
Fica, amor. Fica pro Dia dos Namorados que eu faço. Sexta-feira é Dia dos Namorados. A gente vai fazer outra live. É Dia dos Namorados aqui no Brasil. Eu quero uma live.
Tá bom. Ok, tchau.
Avisa já pra eles. Sexta-feira tem live.